This is BTV News at 9 o'clock, coming to you live from the capital, Gaborone. I am Komotso Mapani. Let's take a look at the headlines. Gaborone City Council awarded over R500 million pula for the 2024-25 financial year. Women in Matete advised to take care of their health. And in sports, Botswana Chess Federation receives 152,800 pula sponsorship. Interpreting in sign language is Amantle Babili. Good evening. The Botswana government is committed to enhancing and building robust infrastructure to facilitate seamless export of goods to the global market and to attract investment. The president made these remarks while officiating at the produce cold storage facility JP Roos Farm in Sherwood, where he expressed the need to improve the Martins Drift border post. Mamusi Siska.
Botswana is determined to shift change from being an importer and be recognized for its food self-sufficiency, with ambitions to fit the global population. She remains committed to supporting investors in various sectors, particularly agriculture. This 7,000 tons capacity storage facility, equipped with the latest technology, is one of the capital-intensive investments made in JP Roos Farm. As one of the strategies adopted by farmers to meet the demands of improving food security in the country. To realize this vision, the country requires well-developed infrastructure to facilitate efficient access and rapid growth.
In the same vein as the road will be improved and other segments of the road, contracted parties have already been engaged and they're working on the Franstown-Nata segment, for example, where your produce goes to. They're working on the Nata-Maung segment, where your produce goes to. They're working on the Maung to Mohembo Road, where your produce goes to. So the job of the government in using your taxes wisely is to provide avenues and conduits to market. It's easy. We'll do it.
With this one storage facility in the Tuli block, the horticultural sector, landscape and value chain development across the country shows a positive outlook.
Capabilities of this facility extends beyond mere storage, presenting opportunities for value addition, initiatives that will enhance the quality and marketability of our agricultural produce. We are currently in the process of evaluating such initiatives in collaboration with suppliers from Europe, with the aim of further diversifying our offering and expanding our market reach.
Ke sengwe se ile gore se rotloeditse batho thata gore ba ikemele ka kwano e se bone balemi ba ka kwano ba the commercial farmers hela mme le ko nte kwa batho ba dirile go le gontsi thata ka gore ke sengwe se ne se ba rotloetsa ba bona gore ba ka itshetsa ka sone.
The Tuli Block region is an area that requires serious attention to improve the livelihoods of Botswana.
What we are asking for also, in addition to issues of security, our concerns are economic. We want equitable access to Limpopo. We want to do fishing in Limpopo. We want youth to be provided with small plots to start off small irrigation schemes along the Limpopo. We want tourism, to enjoy tourism along the Limpopo.
70% of the vegetables consumed in the country come from the Tuli Block farms, this being a significant contribution to the GDP from agriculture in the third quarter of 2023 by an increase of 6 million pula. Mamusi Siska, BTV News, Sherwood.
Gaborone City Council held its budget presentation in a full council meeting following a budget allocation of over 535 million pula, an increase from the previous allocated budget. The allocated budget will go towards school upgrades, street light and road maintenance, amongst others. This was revealed by the Finance and General Purpose Committee Chairman at Gaborone City Council, Mr. Kaisara Sejwe. Kumiso Mapanyane reports.
Mr. Sejwe elaborated more on the budget summary regarding the services to develop the Gaborone city to be more attractive, as that can lure investors. He further stated that some of the money will be channeled towards boosting the informal sector.
Budget summary. Personal emoluments. Proposed budget is 288,963,060 pula, which is 53.94% of the budget. Running expenses is at 108,010,190 pula, which is 20.16% of the budget. Estimate establishment expenses at 27,693,010 pula, which is 5.17% of the budget. Special expenses at 111,006,020 pula, which is 20.72% of the budget.
During the budget summary presentation, councillors also shared their views regarding the budget analysis that was presented by the Finance and General Purpose Committee Chairman.
Because all the time, renale budget, never to never sala bale modi longer. I am budgeting. Dilote, dia ko dira khadi. Ska tloga ra solhetsa batswana dilote leng gore khaditse.
Ka gore a re gore implementing with the mara di tsa go koleka di gore tsoa le tse batswana go tuela gore kwa le gore re ise madi ka gore bo di tjanga tsena go di me a re dira re se se ngane mo kanseng.
The public has been advised to pay rates so that the council continue with provision of services to the public, especially waste collection. Kumiso Mapanyani, BTV News, Gaborone.
Matete women have been advised to take care of their health as they are the caregivers and should be exemplary in their homes and community. The advice was given by the Member of Parliament for Matete Molapwa-Bojang, Dr. Edwin Dikoloti, during a donation exercise of various equipment to help alleviate health challenges faced by elderly women. The donation was made possible through the Leading Age Foundation in conjunction with MediPlus in celebration of International Women's Day in Matete.
The gifts donated to the women include 100 reading classes and leg pillows, as well as massage and pampering services. The women were also facilitated on lifestyle changes, including their diet, which plays a major role in their health.
Our communities are aging. As our communities age, younger population. So we have developed that strategy. It was one of the few African countries that have developed that strategy. I've gone even in the WHO space to just explain further, because Botswana has a very young population. Which categories within our population to cater for them. The guidelines. So let's say the implementation of the strategy.
Waloloapa ibile mme ke na hang loloapa serite ibile ke na hang le hatsela Botswana serite jaanong gompieno le ene taitona tota wa lemoga ka ga taitona a dirang ka teng gore go tsama a tsenya bo mme mo maemong a harologaneng go le ka go ka gone gore re tshwanela ke gore re tlhompe bo mme ka gore ke bone ba re beile mo lehatsing le le ka kwano jaanong le rena go Leading Age Foundation re dumalana le mogopolo kana mono ga taitona gore re bone gore bo mme re ba pepeletsa ka tsela e ntseng jang gore re ba busetse seriti sa bone se re se itseng sa go tswa bogologolong.
Women appreciated the gifts, saying that the most affected as they go on in life busy taking care of their families and forgetting their health. Therefore, these efforts will ease their health challenges and save their lives.
Re le bomme ga ra lebalwa re le bomme letsatsi le ra thotloetso mo go rona gore tota ha o le mme ha ile gore o ntse o ipona e kete ga o motho wa sepe le wena o itshele ha o leng teng o ikemeletse o le mme ha gona motho o ka tlang a gora a re emelela mme ko yana motho ya wa mme o ka ikemeletsang wa tsamaya wa ikela wa tsamaya wa go kopana le bomme tsatsi le gore a go le go golo mo go rona.
These things, it's a gospel that we really want most communities to know that before someone gets to the hospital, there's something that can be done for them to change their lifestyles. Most people don't have access to centralize hospital settings, but when you go in the communities, meet people individually in the communities, these are early interventions that we can work together with Leading Edge.
Member of Parliament Dr. Dikoloti acknowledged the initiative, saying it will be of a great benefit if it spread across the nation during this time where many people are suffering from non-communicable diseases and losing their lives to such health issues. Kiesero Fedze Makwinja, BTV News, Mateti.
Plans are underway to transform the Trans-Kalahari Corridor into an economic corridor to further enhance regional and global value chains with a view to ensure people within the corridor make a living out of the spill-offs. These sentiments were shared by various speakers at the Trans-Kalahari Corridor session held in Khanzi during the week. Angela Enosa with more.
20 years ago, the Trans-Kalahari Corridor was established. The TKC stretches 1,900 kilometers, passing through Botswana, Namibia, and South Africa, a strategic corridor meant to enhance trade and regional integration, and is of paramount importance as it offers limitless opportunities for the locals who reside alongside it.
It transverses through a number of settlements. Some settlements that are actually very poor settlements. You talk of the Kalahari area. It's an area that is predominantly agricultural based and also maybe tourism. Yeah, but now we want to inject also to diversify so that we can actually have people enjoying the corridor. By enjoying it, we ensure that they actually get a living, they get employment.
Increase trade opportunities through easier access to markets. Make sure that the corridor facilitators provide smooth movement of goods and services, enabling businesses to reach new markets more efficiently. This increased market access can lead to enhanced business growth and increased revenue, leading to foot traffic and sales along the corridor.
The time has come for them to reap its benefits.
Corridors are critical in development. It is through corridors that trade exports and imports moves. Corridors also enhance regional and global value chains as well as production networks. Corridors, again, ladies and gentlemen, further enhance economic agents such as employment, agricultural production and industrialization, as well as transport hubs. Developing countries such as ours have taken a stand to beneficiate production, thus promote the diversification drive. All these initiatives will fall flat if we do not have corridors that may channel production to the market.
We want our corridors to be taken care of by our own communities, not only on vegetation control like they are doing now, not only on litter picking, but also on fence erection or repair, on pothole patching, on whatever, repairing of signs, on picking up the signs, in every aspect of taking care of the corridor.
The lack of developments such as truck stops as well as other facilities along the corridor opens up opportunities for potential investors. Meanwhile, a call has been made to ensure policies of the government signatory to the agreements of the TKC are harmonized so as to remove barriers which can hinder the corridor from delivering to its full potential. Angela Nosa, BTV News, Khanzi.
The accused persons charged with rape and encouraging prostitution of a 13-year-old in Odi, Samuel Sololwane, Veronica Kopolelo and Lydia Bojamel, told Magistrate Court that they've decided to terminate the services of their attorney, Obone Jonas. The accused person says Jonas is failing to execute his duties of representing them. Unkutlule Tamare reports.
Obonye Jonas has been representing all the accused persons in this case. This morning, the first accused person, Samuel Sololwane, who is facing a charge of raping a 13-year-old minor at Odi village, told Chief Magistrate Lina Mukibe-Wahile that he wants to terminate the services of Obonye Jonas as he continues to serve his own interest than representing him. He told the magistrate that he has never issued any instructions to Jonas to apply for his bail. The second accused person, Veronica Kopolelo, who is the mother to the minor child involved in this case and charged with encouraging prostitution of a minor, also told Chief Magistrate Mukibe-Wahile that she has never engaged attorney Obonye Jonas for legal services. She asked the court to separate charges laid against her from those leveled against the first accused, Sololwane. The third accused person, Lydia Bojame, who is also charged with encouraging prostitution of a minor child, also distanced herself from attorney Jonas as she has never engaged him for legal representation in this case. She told the court that Jonas is always demanding money from her, claiming to be her lawyer. The accused requests to terminate their services with Jonas were acceded to by the court, and the attorney was also informed of the request. Jonas, who was present in court, was also informed by the accused request and told the court that he accepts withdrawal of his services as per the request. Magistrate Mukibe postponed the case to the 28th March 2024 to allow the accused persons to find another attorney if they so wish. Unkutle Tamare, BTV News, Gaborone.
The Independent Electoral Commission in Joining says it has received an impressive turnout of residents during the supplementary voter registration exercise. The area's District Commissioner, Mr. Kholeba Karim, says they have not faced any major challenges since the beginning of the supplementary registration exercise. Tato Ranna reports.
Residents are commended for taking advantage of the supplementary registration as it shows willingness to participate in the affairs of the country and also exercise their rights and freedoms.
At any given time, you have 15 to 20 people waiting in the queue. So this morning, 7 o'clock, I was talking about 10 by me to half past by
Since in our constituency, we've got 19 villages, about 20 the township. On daily basis. The let's skills thing every day. La talabelo ra ke ba khona go tswa go bo di kgalo tse di khakala bua ka bothankane bua ka bo morwa mosubo kokong skills at ra ba richa go ba lente wa ska ba tsama tsa ba re ba tswa kana ba re ba latela mo tlhophelo go joining ka tsela ntseng yalo ke tsa ga re berekela because gona re register batho ba pa le bo 40 something ka letsatsi bo 20 something to 60 something even bo 90 something per day.
Those who turned up appreciated the supplementary registration.
Tota mabaka magola le gore ampaledise go ikwadisa go kwadisa nya nthatse gore go bua nnete ne ke emetse baemedi gore di-party di ntse baemedi gore e re ke ikwadisa be ke itse gore ke a go thopa mang kae a emetse party efe ka gore bangwe bontsi ya batho ba thopa di-party mme nna ke thopa moemedi the quality of motho a tabang ke emetse kana go counseling kana go parliamenteng ke ene ke mo thopa.
I can le tsono ka mo ikwediso di thopo ene isimolola ile tota ene le gore ke mabaka a me ane le gore gongwe ne ke batile go a go ikwedisa go ne ke go ke nnang teng go gae jaana ka mabaka a mmereko ka seka ka kgona mme ano ke lebogela gore gompieko e be go nnile le taleletso ya ikwedisitse dithopo e leng gore gompieko ke batla go tsaya tšhono mo teng.
Residents are advised to remember that registering to vote in the upcoming election gives them the opportunity to choose their desired leaders. Tato Ranna, BTV News, Joining.
Many BOTSWANA thronged the village district commissioner's office in Gaborone to partake in the supplementary voter registration exercise which came to an end today. In an interview with BTV News this afternoon, many said due to various personal reasons they were not able to visit the offices on time. During the initial registration exercise, which ended on the 31st of March, the Independent Electoral Commission IEC registered over 736,000 people across the country compared to their set target of 1.3 million.
Ole parakano line re se itse re tsamayang go iwa kwa le kwa go sena control ya re tsana ka lunch re santse re go nya go line e tla pushiwa ke a re nna ha simoletsetsi le gore ga te go iwa lunch ra kokomala le ha ba boa kwa ke ha go le bonya hela ke gona hela ke hetsang go ikodisela yana ka past 4 ke gone ke tlang go ikodisa tsetsi la gompieno ka gore totana go etso tsotlese ntse ke ikakanya ke ipotsa gore a mme ke go ikodisa kana jang ya no tsetsi la gompieno go gone be ke re nya metla ke go ikwadisa
re tsile re tsitse bone ba ile ba ne ba ka mabaka mang ba sa khona go ikwadisa kana go ena ebe so today be nna lo letsatsi le lore re bua le bone gore nya ba ba sa ikwadisang since today is the deadline ba ka bua le rena ba ikwadisa gore tere ba tise ba to go ikwadisa go tlhoka re tiste ba le bona na re tile ba le 10 ma ba ne re le tsertile le 12 today re tile le 10 khona ana ba se ba le molaene 5 of them ba se ba khonne 5 ke ona ba se ba le molaene
ke sala ke tsana ka ndane ya o tlase tota la ena teng tsa makgakala but la ena teng ne le bonya se re bua molaene ya re tlotlelana tota ne le khanya maikutlo a rona la tota ne re ngadile ga e se ga go be gape.
The Constituency Office for Member of Parliament for Shoshong, in conjunction with Palapet District Council, have donated 2 vehicles to Tribal Administration and Social Welfare Departments in Mosolotane. The area MP, Mr. Obri Lesaso, says the vehicles will help address concerns about shortage of vehicles to carry out day-to-day activities. Residents appreciated the gift and also appealed for government to prioritize the youth in their village for driver vacancies for the 2 vehicles.
For some time now, residents of Mosolotane have been complaining about shortage of vehicles, especially in the Tribal Administration and Social Welfare Departments. They say the situation has caused delays in sales delivery in the 2 departments.
Dr. Eric Kiabetsumasisi ya ka bua gore ha ka re thopilwe re tshwantse re direle batho re ba direle ka boikarabelo le ka manonthotho le ka bopelo jo go tlhokagala gore re itse gore ha re leng teng go Gaborone kwa batho bone ba na le thoko ma boipelo go la ka ta ga na se dirisiwa ka kere ya tsela gompieno re go supa kolo ya ga maboipelego e le gore ke tara go tswara go tale e bona e supang gore ne ka halente go ta tshwana ga gona nako e ta tangere maipelo ga re ga kena kolo ya go ta go dira go assessa batho.
Residents appreciated the gifts but also appealed to the government to prioritize the youth in their village for driver vacancies for the 2 vehicles.
Ke a khole mo parlamente ka tsotlhe tsa re tetseng ka tsone tse leng gore re ntse re na le lethoko le tsone mme a di re tiseditse hela tsotlhe ka nako e khutshwane jaanong ke re ka go rialo mongane ra leboga
thata mo parlamente go bo re tiseditse dimpho tse dintsenyana ebile la rabile dilelo kana dikopo tsa batho ba Mosolotane ke tsa gore ke monyanyo hela ke re le ha tshele le tona le lesego
di dumeletse se mo parlamentare tetseng ka sone sa tanga se re kgobokanyeditse go ka hana bua ka teng ya no potso ya me ke gore tsone dikolo tse ke di bonang tse dinte tse di hatse a mme di tadina le madriver kana se ntse go tlo batho ya bana bangwe ba mo gae ba batle go di kgwetsa.
Even though the residents are thankful for the 2 vehicles, they have urged the government to provide them with potable drinking water. as the available one is salty. Ki Pidile Raolebale, PTV News, Mosolotsane.
In other news, the Director of Gender Affairs at the Ministry of Youth, Gender, Sports and Culture, Ms. Thapelo Phuthego, says Botswana remains committed to reducing gender disparities in all sectors, as evidenced by policies and instruments like the Economic Inclusion Act, National Policy on Gender Development and Vision 2036. She says Botswana will take into consideration some of the actions and solutions provided at the ongoing 68th session of the Commission on the Status of Women, CSW 68, to further invest in addressing gender inequality and boost women empowerment. In an effort to provide equitable access to kidney care within Gwenin District, Scottish Livingston Hospital has last year in October successfully established a dialysis unit in collaboration with Renal Care Institute to bring dialysis services closer to patients in Gwenin District. This was said by Gwenin DHMT coordinator Ms. Josephine Musimanoa-Khosi during the commemoration of World Kidney Day in Molepolole. Ms. Musimanoa-Khosi noted that 40 kidney patients are benefiting from the dialysis unit. Jessica Pilani.
World Kidney Day has been commemorated across the globe since 2006, but in Molepolole, the day came as a blessing to Scottish Livingston Hospital, celebrating the establishment of a renal dialysis unit. The hospital management is confident in this new development's ability to help them better manage and care for kidney patients and ultimately reduce the number of people who succumb to this disease.
Ke gore ditlamelo di ska tsa ganella ko go ba ba kgonang hela ka sekgwa ba re kidney health for all botsogo jwa diphilo go botlhe ga go a tshwanna go nna le ba ba salang ko morago ka kitso ba ba salang ko morago ka letlhoko ba ba salang ko morago ka gore ba nna ko teng yana teng.
The establishment of dialysis unit by Scottish Livingston Hospital and Renal Care Institute is a significant milestone in our journey towards kidney health for all. It is a clear demonstration of our collective ability to make meaningful progress in advancing equitable access to care. So far, 40 patients have been attended to in our dialysis clinic here in Scottish Livingston Hospital.
Engaging in a healthy lifestyle is said to be one of the crucial ways to keep kidney disease at bay.
Itemogetse thata ga ntse batho ba kopa dithuso mo lephateng la rona go dietetics e le ba batang ka bolwetse jwa diphilo. Thata diphilo tsa bone di abedi ba baletswe ke go sala o le sega sente ga malwetse a sa tshelaneng. Ke ka mo go tsenang ha to dogote balanced diet ra berela gore le tse dijo ka go harologana o kgone go bona dikotla kwa le kwa tse le gore go bohelong jwa letsatsi di ta go thusa mo go itekaneleng ga mmele le go itekaneleng ga kana go berekeng ga dikarolo tsa mmele tsa gago.
Go ga ha go nga motho a sa tsoga go a tempha ho a ga ona dipilisinyana tsa thogo ho ke tshwere ke le theka nnela ke re ke gakolla ha ba ga etso gore a re ska ra ipetsang go dira jalo ka gore o kgona go ithala le gore o tsa jousi kana selekanyo sa e leng gore ne se siametse mmata wa gago mo ena ga sa siamela diphilo tsa gago.
However, those receiving kidney treatment shared some of their experiences.
Re bolo a ke dijo ba gaetso dijo tse di monate tse di a re ho tsa tiribolaiti dijo ya no se se renteng ke gore a re ho go tseng
As public education and awareness messages are continually shared, members of the public are urged to make a personal commitment to lead healthy lives and prevent the onset of NCDs that lead to kidney diseases. Jessica Pilani, BTV News, Molepolole.
High numbers of kidney disease cases in Shorobe remain worrisome in Nhabe. This came to to light during the Kidney Disease Commemoration Day held in Shorobe, as health sector pleaded with residents to be patient as investigations and research is still being carried out. Marita Kaisara.
Statistics shows that in Shorobe village alone, since 2021, 18 cases of kidney diseases were registered, from which 9 have since lost their lives. The cause of the disease remains unknown and proper research in the matter is ongoing.
Dimo Shorobe hel bo ipotsa gore di surrounding tsa rona ke re sna balwetsi ba megileng diphilo yaanong ha re itse gore go na le se leng gore se baka dikgantsa go nna
re setse re tsere tshetso re le kgaolo ya rona ya ka kwano ka ofisi ya ga molaodi le rona re le ba DHMT le ba UB ya ka le ba bonagale ba ba dirang dipatlisiso le re emele le ska ra la re helela pelo ra go dira tsone dipatlisiso tse di tseneletseng gore ke eng re tshwentse thata ke jone bolwetse jwa diphilo mme tare ha re sena go dira jalo ra go boa re boela ka kwano re ta go leha maduo a bone gore re itemogetseng se se ka tswang se bakiwa ko one malwetse a diphilo.
Kidney diseases are reported to be most prevalent among adults of 30 to 90 years of age and mostly among women. Dr. Muthusi Moloi says that kidney diseases affect 10 to 13% of the global population, and the World Health Organization has since recommended education as a key element in the control of the burden of kidney diseases.
Mo bathong ba bo rre go kgone go ama go rohela le gore le ko lapeng go apala le sukiri ya re ke dilo tse leng gore gantsi tlhele gore ga re lebella re bona ke bolwetse ba sukiri nya ona dipilisi mme hela re sa ile tlhoko gore bolwetse bo bona di tlamorago tse dintsi tse leng gore bo kgone go hela bo ama mmele otlhe yana go botlhokwa gore re eteletse pele go lebella gore ke se sirang go bolwetse ba sukiri bo e go godimo gape mme re ka leka go fokotsa ka tsela ntseng jang yana malwetse ona high blood sukiri le mmele o motona. It
is said that this disease can be defeated by regular testing, exercising, eating balanced diets, and taking prescribed medications. Marita Kaisara, BTV News, Shorobe.
It is time for sports with Liza Osikeng. Liza?
Tumela Khomoso, how are you?
I'm well, ma'am. How are you?
I'm very well. It's actually always good to see you.
We are in for a sporting weekend tomorrow. Please do take it away.
Thank you so much, Khomoso Mapani. Good evening. My name is Liza Osikeng with your World of Sport. And in our first story this evening, Botswana Chess Federation has renewed their partnership with Metropolitan Life Botswana with a sponsorship deal worth 152,800 pula. The sponsorship will be channeled towards this year's Metropolitan National Chess Championships. Lydia Poloko has the report.
The partnership between Botswana Chess Federation and Metropolitan Life Botswana comes a long way. However, Metropolitan Life Botswana CEO Boitumelo Mogopa says they are committed to fostering intellectual growth and empowering the next generation of strategic thinkers.
Today I'm thrilled to announce our continued sponsorship with a generous contribution of about 152,800 for the upcoming tournaments. Over the duration of our partnership with Botswana Chess Federation, we have contributed significantly with the sponsorship exceeding 1.5 million to date. 1.5 million to date. The substantial investment underscores our steadfast commitment to foster intellectual growth, promoting inclusivity, and empowering the next generation of strategic thinkers.
When receiving the 150,800 Bula sponsorship, Botswana Chess Federation President Mogezi Sakhaisi highlighted that they have achieved a lot as a result of this partnership.
It has decided that not only is it interested in pioneering and producing champions in the form of chess winners, but also in seeing academic excellence come to the fore. As a result of this partnership, we have exported a number of our athletes to universities outside this continent under the Botswana National Sports Commission elite sponsorship, where we have one Besama Saiti, who is now doing a master's degree, having been sponsored to go and do her first degree, which she did in record time, finishing it before her schedule.
Mabogopa and the team would have been embroiled in the back and forth to justify these decisions all the time. But we thank you for your continued support in this manner, to justify to your shareholders, to justify to your board that indeed it is important to sponsor chess.
Every team that has gone to the Olympiad has always had a national champion who obviously is always a winner of the Metropolitan National Chess Championships. So this tournament or this sponsorship plays quite a pivotal role in our chess calendar. So, Mr. President, you must invite me one good day, find a slot in Mogopa's busy schedule, then we can come and present our strategy as chess. We don't talk about strategy in terms of just talking about it, it's documented. And we are able to demonstrate the milestones that we've achieved for over the past 5 years.
The 2024 Metropolitan Botswana National Chess Championship is scheduled for this coming weekend. Lydia Apoloko, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Now moving on, Vice President of Botswana National Olympic Committee, Tsepo Sitale, says they have signed a memorandum of understanding with the French Embassy in Botswana to organize various Olympic activation events to hype the Paris 2024 Olympics, which will commence on the 26th of July in Paris, France. Sitale said this when officially opening the second edition of the Games at the National Stadium. Victoria Dakin.
Sitale explained further that the French Embassy in Botswana has been permitted to organize various Olympic events by the Paris 2024 Olympic Games Organizing Committee under the theme Sports Ahead of Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Today marked the second edition of the Games, titled Around the World Relay Mini Olympics Edition. The first edition was hosted last year, still at the National Stadium.
As the Botswana National Olympic Committee, we believe in elite athletes. Actually, to make it very easy, the Sports Commission helps us with development of athletes from grassroots until competition level. And as the Olympic Committee, we take athletes as elite to major competition. And as you see, it's a value chain where we now need partners, be it embassies, be it companies, so that we are able to collaborate.
Apart from their partnership in sport, Sitale noted that they also have an agreement of transfer of skills with the French Embassy in Botswana.
One of it, as we have indicated, is transferring the skills to the BNOC athletes, to our athletes, in exchange of learning French language. We are working towards developing the Botswana House in partnership with the French Embassy, so that there will be a place where you come in Paris and you are able to see everything that has to do with Botswana. Is something that we are currently working on with the embassy, with their support and assistance.
Athletes from private and public schools of Regent, Bokamoso, and Nanohang were invited to compete in football, athletics, long jump, and javelin. The Chief Executive Officer of Botswana National Sport Commission, Tuelo Surufo, said they should stay hopeful of the return of school sports in public schools, as they are still in discussions to revive them.
Since about 2019, we spoke at the time that
if we don't bring back sport, we would feel the effects of that in about 3 to 4 years. And those of you that follow football, when you watched under, it was a 17 team that recently played against Tanzania, you would have noted we are starting to feel the effects of the absence of sport in public schools.
So far, only 5 local runners, Tebogo Letsile, Lungo Scotch, Colin Gibina Tsipi, Tsepiso Masalela, and Bayo Pondori, have qualified for the Paris 2024 Olympics, but more athletes are still expected to qualify. Victoria Dakin, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
It will be a battle of epic proportions tomorrow as Gaborone Hawks and UB Rhinos lock horns in the finals of the Knockout Cup at Warwick Park in Gaborone. Kagiso Molelenkwa has full details.
UB Rhinos go into the weekend finals after edging out Jaguars 21-19 in a semi-final match played last weekend. According to head coach Emmanuel Masinki, preparations have been going well as they've been working on certain areas which will enable them to come out with positive results.
Very, very pleased in the manner in which our preparations are going. We are not saving any suspensions. We haven't sustained any major injuries. The guys have knocks there and there. But other than that, all the squad complement is available and ready to go Saturday. So I'm very, very happy. These guys have always beaten us, for the past 3 years, but we've always closed the gap. The latest one being 21-14 in their favor. So you can see that we've been working tirelessly to close the gap. So we're very optimistic about this weekend. We know them very well. We know how they play. We know that they're very physical and they love taking the ball wide. So we've been working on their strengths.
Coach Masinki further revealed that although Hawks are the favourites to win the tournament, they won't let that obstruct them from their objective, since they've also been using the tournament to prepare for the upcoming league season.
Respect them as a club, respect them as an organization, but we are not just going to lie so that they run over us. Like I said, if you look at the 4 years that we've played against them, we've always been closing that gap, and that's what we've been doing. So they're a big club. The boys are very excited. The boys are raring to go. Everyone is coming on time for training. Everyone wants to be picked. Everyone wants to be in the first 15. So you are right. Playing a club of such magnitude in itself, it's a motivation. So we're very excited and we can wait.
There is some pressure to a certain extent, but like I said, we've been preparing since this project started back in 2020 after COVID-19. So we've been on the path to coming to this place right now.
Another tough encounter is expected in the ladies category as UB Rhinos take on Gaborone Hawks in the final of the Knockout Cup. Rhinos ladies booked their place in the finals after registering a 22-17 win over Bust in the semi-finals last weekend. The ladies' final is expected to kick off at 2 p.m, followed by the men's final at 4 p.m, still at Warwick Park. Kagiso Molelekwa, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Meanwhile, Gaborone Hawks coach Vuyisile Moyo says they are more than ready to lift the Knockout Cup as they face UB Rhinos in the finals to be played at Warwick Park this very Saturday.
Moyo said despite having 4 injuries in their camp, he is confident that his team will emerge victorious over the weekend as they have vast experience to get them over the finishing line. Hawks, who arrived at the finals after walloping Bust 39-17 before edging out BDF Cheetahs 17-11, will be looking up to impact players such as Apados Khatlwane, Rhino Mutudi and Jack Baragane to deliver the win.
I haven't had a chance to watch the opponents play, but what I'll do, we'll stick to our game plan because it has proven to us for the past season. Our game plan seems to work for us, and we've won all our games. We haven't lost a game, so we're just going to stick to our game plan and not worry about the opponents, but manage, get more focus on fixing our game plan and doing what we've been doing for the past year. From the past week, we've got a couple of injuries, especially in our back line. We're missing about 3 of our players from injuries, but the preparations are going all right because we have depth in our side. We still have quite enough bench and experienced bench also that they can come in and fill in. So the preparations, I'll say, they're going well.
Knowingly that UB is also going to come trying to win. They are the underdogs in this, and we have always been favorites for a very long time, and that's a dangerous thing as well for us. So we know that, but we're not letting that get into our heads, and we're going to promise our fans that we're going to deliver what we have always delivered.
On the ladies' side, the coach also stated that his team will go all out to secure the slot in the final and eventually lift the trophy come Saturday. His side boasts of players such as Boitshepo Kepakile, Kutlo Mualefe, Bogadinyana Matlo and Betty Tlou.
My style of coaching, I don't try plan for against the team. I try work on tactics and tactical, planning. So I just need to make sure that the ladies are ready for Saturday. Come who we play, we just need to be on the ball. That's it. So whoever comes on Saturday, whoever they may be, I don't really plan against that. We just need to be physically and mentally strong for Saturday. Usually I'll say there's no pressure, but there's always pressure. So with that being said, we just need to be on the day emotionally strong. Not try succumb to crowd, the ref and the stuff like that. We just stick to our basics and knowing our basics will get through the finish line.
The weeks leading up to this Knockout Cup have shown us that work needs to be done, but progress is there. We're excited to play a team that's as good as UB. UB has shown that in sevens it's very good. We're ready for the game. I hope they're ready for us too.
The men's finals between Gaborone Hawks and UB Rhinos, as well as the ladies' semi-finals and final matches, will be played on Saturday at Warwick Park in Gaborone. Ryan Khengwenyane, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
And now we are switching codes to football news in Botswana Premier League games to be played over the weekend. So our Flamingos will have a date with 11 Angels at Soa Town. Matebele will square off against the Morupule Wanderers at Dinaledi Football Academy, while Masitoka will lock horns with Gaborone United at the National Stadium. Orapa United welcomes Security Systems at Itheken Stadium, while current Botswana Premier League lock leaders Jonen Galaxy will be hoping to continue their winning streak when they host Francistown outfit Traffic. Bottom placed Nico United will travel to Mamhiko to play VTM. There's only one match scheduled for Sunday at VTM Arena, where struggling Holy Ghost will take on BDF 11. And finally, Extension Gunners will be aiming to collect maximum points when they take on Tlokwe United in a First Division South League Week 16 encounter to be played at Lobatse Old Stadium. Both teams are tied at 18 points each on the log standings. Lydia Poloko has the details.
Extension Gunners, who have parted ways with their long-time coach Daniel Nari recently, go into this encounter on position 7 with 18 points they acquired from 5 wins and 4 draws. Guna have lost 6 games so far, including the 3-0 loss to City Pola over the weekend. However, a win in this game will see them move into position 4. Tlokwe United, on the other hand, go into this encounter with their heads held high after defeating Notwani by a goal to 0. From the 15 games they have played, United managed to collect 18 points from 4 wins and 6 draws. They lost 5 games. In other First Division South fixtures, Mujiri Center Chiefs will lock horns with City Pola, while Prisons 11 takes on Mokhodisane Fighters. Union Flamingo Santos will play against UB Hawks, while at Sabon VDC grounds, Desert Ngau will fight for the maximum points with Yuri Black Forest. On Sunday, log leaders Young Strikers will face struggling Notwani, who parted ways with their head coach Thaloban Taha recently. First Division North will resume this weekend after the Orange FA Cup break. Makungulu Peswa welcome Chadiwe FC at Shangano CJSS, while Calendar Stars face Sankoyo Bushbucks. At Suruwe Sports Complex, Green Lovers will have a date against Sabote, while Motakase Power Dynamos lock horns with Santa Green at Palape Sports Complex. Mbalakalungu will face Pilikwe United, while Peacemakers takes on BR Highlanders. Lydia Poloko, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Well, and that is it for sport this evening. Komoso Mapani is standing by to give us a reminder of our top stories. Maizu.
Thank you so much, Liza. You were talking about the agreement that the National Olympics Committee has with the French Embassy in preparation for the Paris Olympics. I saw somewhere today that actually 2 billion euros have gone into the Olympic Village. 2 billion euros, roughly around 29 billion pula.
Yeah, I think I actually saw something also on the news on France 24 when they were unveiling the village. Wow, that's
And
impressive.
I think we are talking about so many things. They actually even showed the type of bed, that the beds that they would be using, the material that are
air
using,
conditioning.
everything,
They don't-
sustainable
apparently.
development.
Yeah.
It was fascinating.
Apparently, they say they don't need air cons because the material that they used is somehow, able to give the cool environment to the athletes.
That's the sustainable built environment that everybody's talking about in addressing climate change issues.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was something quite interesting and something that we could actually learn from.
Very, very well. That's very true.
Thank you so much, Liza. That was Liza Osaking giving us the latest in sports. Let's take a final look at stories leading the way this evening. Cameroon City Council awarded over R500 million pula for the 2024-2025 financial year. Women in Matete advised to take care of their health. And in sports, Botswana Chess Federation receives 152,800 pula in sponsorship. That's all that we had in our news bulletin this evening. BTV News, Iganyarona, hashtag BW Mindset Change, are changing. Up next is the weather update.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather forecast brought to you by Leader Wajukomo. Let's take a look at the rainfall amount recorded this morning. Mashoro Primary School 2 millimeters, Mahalape Michuka Station 1 millimeter. Looking at the current satellite image, clouds are visible over most parts of the country. Tomorrow, expecting partly cloudy conditions over Khansi and Kalahari districts with possibility of isolated thunderstorms over Khansi and northern Kalahari districts. Also expecting fine becoming partly cloudy as the day progresses. In the morning, we're expecting warm temperatures over Kalahari and southern districts between 17 and 19 degrees Celsius. Also expecting hot temperatures between 20 and 24 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, we're expecting very hot temperatures over the entire country, ranging between 36 and 38 degrees Celsius. On Sunday, we're expecting partly cloudy conditions over the entire country with possibility of isolated thunderstorms over Kalahari, Khansi, Ngamiland, and Central District, with extremely hot temperatures over Kalahari District. Also expecting very hot temperatures. That's the weather forecast. Good night.
Kankere ya lebele go supahala ha ile gore e kgona go laolesega a go re ikutlwele ka mongwe e leng gore ene o kgonne go bolwantsha
bolwetse jo ba kankere ya lebele ke lemogile ka sekai la ntlha se ne se le sengwe ka ngwaga wa 2016 go ne go le kgwedi ya November ke ne ke re hela ke ya ka malatsi otlhe hela ke re ke tsana mo bateng ke